wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always on it.
Girl, Dad, what up, though, bro? Appreciate you.
Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy.
This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego. I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't face myself, I grind on kneeling. God.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title. Hey, we gonna get into it, but first, let me get into the chat. Girl, Dad, what up, though? Appreciate you, bro. Great Scott. Hey, man. Make sense, please. I'm gonna help you make sense. Don't worry about that. I got you. Bronze, what up, my brother? Appreciate you. Bronze in the house. Girl, Dad in the house. So what the title means is this. When we say do men date up or do men date down? Like down from where they're at as far as their standards, or do men accept less when it comes to dating? Do women accept less? Do women expect more from a man than her own personal value? I was trying to be polite about it, but everyone has value. Everybody's value is different. We all get different skills, abilities. We have different resources. There's different things, our character, our morality, our values, different things create value in the individual. So just to put the question in layman's terms, as far as value, the value of a man and the value of a female, who dates up and who dates down? Do that make sense? Who dates up and who dates down? Is it the man with higher value willing to settle for women with lower value? Or is it the women who are higher value that settle for men with lower value? And just taking a look, I posted a poll too. I didn't check it. It wasn't that many votes, but y'all make sure to check out the community wall. I'm going to be putting different polls up. We're going to be having different discussion. I just need a couple more hours and I'm remonetized. And we're going to switch it up a little different. We got Petty Vision too, so I'm going to take a lot of the content I was doing over here over to Petty Vision, and this is going to be more professional. So Great Scott, do that make sense? What you think, Great Scott? Is it men who date down and women who date up, or is it women that date down and men date up? So with only 8 votes, well, not even 8, with 7 votes, 57% said that it's men who date down and women who date up. 29% say both. Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, how you doing? How you doing, fellow? What up, Nine? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And it's 14% to say no. Let me put that up here real quick. So 57. So that's probably like 4 people said yes, 3. 4 people said yes, 2 people said the other way around, and 1 person said no. So it was probably 4 men. It was probably 4 men. But this is just my opinion, right? This is just from my own personal observation, my own opinion. I think is if we're talking about reality, men and women do it. Who do it more consistently? That I don't know. From my own personal experience, I think men do it more. Date down, and this is the reason that I think that, because I see more men willing to date women who work at McDonald's, right? Who got lower paying jobs, who may come from the hood. I see more women dating up, coming from those lower positions and dating somebody like nurses or plant workers or somebody really making money. I think it's almost natural for a man to date down versus a woman to date up. I mean, versus a woman to date down, because a woman dating down is like, now you have to be that dominant role, right? I think it's, like I said, I think it's almost normal or natural for men to date down, because if they date up, they lose a bit of that masculinity, in my opinion. Um, it's rare for a man to have a come up with a woman. The simp vote, yes. It's glow, not grow. I don't even know what you're talking about now. What you mean glow, not grow? I'm lost and confused. Oh, is that what you was talking about at the beginning? You came to confuse? Yeah. So, look, man, I don't know what he's talking about. Does anybody know what Great Scott talking about? Well, his first comment was about confusion, so that's what I'm assuming. Imagine being confused, right? I guess we even now. But yeah, so I think it's almost natural for a woman to date up and a man to date down. And I'm not saying women don't do it. I just don't think it's at a higher clip. I don't think it's at a higher rate. But that's an opinion. I don't have no statistics to prove it. It's just from my own personal observation, and that's just my perspective, right? Um, that's just my perspective. So, but like I said, even my wife, when I met my wife and we started dating, she dated down. She was making her job, her position was more than mine. Um, I wouldn't say she had more assets than I had, but from like her car was better than mine, her job paid more than mine. Um, but people like who just knew me at the workplace, that's how they felt. But she had opportunity to see other things. Um, so, but one would say she had dated now. So I won't say women don't do it. but I just think men do it at a higher rate. Man, this camera. Nate the Great is in the building. What up? The AI specialist. What up, bro? I gotta catch up, bro. I was, man, my bad about yesterday, y'all. Man, I was feeling like crap. I don't even know what I was talking about or saying. I was like, let me get off here. I wasn't feeling good all day, and then I had that vacation. We was just running. So yeah, I should have just chilled yesterday, but we got 30 minutes in. But yeah, so what y'all think, man? We got brother Gary. He said he feel like don't be shy. Don't be shy. Look, we having this conversation for a reason, because when we talk about solutions, you have to have the difficult conversation, right? And this is one of them conversations that people in the red pill community are weaponizing. So let's get to the root of it. Like me personally, I preach complementary. So everyone's situation and circumstance gonna be different. So at the end of the day, you got to find that complementary piece that works for you, right? These social constructs, I mean, they're for me. They're there for an example, on how things could work, but that don't necessarily mean how things should work. Like I said, the circumstances and situations will be different for everybody. It'll be some men who can hold it down and pay 100%. But then it'll be some men who might need to go 50-50. But that 50-50 man ain't no less of a man than 100%, because he make less money. That means like 50, we gonna have a conversation about that too. Because I think people's perception of 50-50 is I don't know what people's perceptions is. But I think that'd be a dope conversation. And then when we get monetized, I'm going back into behavior. We will go into behavior, but most of the other content that we do over here is gonna be on Petty Vision. I'm gonna build that channel up too. We talking about building a sector. I want to get that page popping too. So look for content coming off of Petty Vision, because I'm about to be uploading content. And I'm gonna make the lives more like a show, So there's a lot of different things I'm gonna work on for the live content. I'm gonna make the lives more like a show, especially over at Petty Vision. Over here is gonna be more like a lecture, I guess. Yeah, but it's gonna be more content over here. I'm gonna be going live more over there. They have common respect for each other when y'all building a relationship. Yeah, I mean, respect to me, like when you build a relationship, respect is the foundation. I'm not even gonna say foundation. Respect is the cornerstone that you place before you even build the foundation. That's what's going when things go right or wrong. That's what's going help balance your emotion, in my opinion. The respect you have for, because so many different things come out of respect. So understanding, compassion, all that stuff come out of respect. So I think, respect is like a cornerstone. Yeah, it should be 100. Why you ain't sleep? I know he was woke. I know, but go to bed. Don't come over here. Go. Yeah. I ain't talking to you. It's night time. Come on, we gotta get up in the morning. Baby word, man. This boy like a mom. This lady thought he was 7 years old today. I'm like, man, don't. I still got 3 years. but he was big as her 7-year-old, bigger than her 7-year-old. He a monster. Yeah, my little man a monster. But yeah, it's that's the thing, in relationship is most people try to make things one size fit all, right? Like if you want to do this, and the reality is all circumstances and situations brings in variety, right? So what works for me in my relationship may not work for you because the circumstances or situation may be different. It may be different. So what I say may not work for you. So like when we be having these conversations, people just need to keep that in mind. And I always try to do, I always try to do that is to keep in mind that, there's a lot of stuff I got to keep in mind having conversations, but people only can really truly talk from their perspective and what they experience. And a lot of times people have, sometimes people do have the ability to be objective or look at it from an objective perspective. So, but most people, I just don't believe most people can. Most people talk from their own personal perspective. And in doing that, you just got to keep in mind, that's just their experience, so you can't take that away from them. But in having these conversations, your experience ain't the only experience, so that's what, I have to keep in mind because when I'm talking to people, I have to listen because I understand, like, even when people talk about like interracial relationships, right? I have to understand, okay, the stuff they saying, I don't do that, or that's not why I got into my relationship, or that's not why I'm with my wife. But that's what their experience is, so I can't take that from them, just like they can't take mine from me. But a lot of times that takes, emotional intelligence. Oh, y'all, oh, give me 1 second.
Inside of me, you better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feed him from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Lisa J, what up, though? Appreciate you. Oh, man, my son about to get it. He about to go sleep in his own room because I'm tired. He supposed to be asleep by now. Both of them up. Nah, they wasn't even asleep. My wife in there mad in the mug right now, going off on both of them. Boy, my son took a nap earlier. That's like the worst. That's like, I don't know, bro. I ain't even about to say that. That's like one of the worst things that can happen. But yeah, so so that's just what I experienced, and that's what I learned. and it takes, because like even working in a hospital, right? You know, you have to have thick skin because people, educated people know how to articulate their words in a way where it won't be considered, a racist statement. But you will know, you will feel it. You'll feel it. You'll definitely feel it. But that just takes time. It just takes practice. You got to go through it to understand how to deal with it. But that's how people get people with these conversations. Because the reality, men and women do it. So who do it more or who do it most, do it matter? If it don't affect you personally, what's the concern? People just be looking for things to debate and argue about, and a lot of it is subjective. A lot of it is subjective. So um, it's like it's basically opinionated or experience based. It'll be times where men will date down and it'll be beneficial to them, and it'll be times where men date down and it won't. And vice versa. Same thing for women. You hear women say they try to build a man or build a man up. Those are women who dating down. A woman that's a nurse dating a drug dealer, she dating down. So women do it too. You know, it'd be women who got CNA jobs trying to help their boyfriend become a rapper or something. That's technically dating down. So I mean, you can't say women don't do it. I just think it's more natural for a man to do it. I just think it's more natural. I just think it's more natural. But what y'all think? So Brother Gary and Brother Nate gave their opinions. What the women think? Lisa, what you think? You think men date down and women date up more, or women date down and men date up? Yeah, I just think it's almost natural. And me personally, I don't judge. That's what's up, Great Scott. Yeah, I don't judge neither. I just seen that. Some men date down too. Yeah, I think men do it more. Honestly, I think men do. I think it's almost natural for a man to do it more. 'Cause I don't think men are concerned about. I think women are a little bit more pickier than men. I think women are pickier as they should be. But I think women are a little bit more pickier. Men in search of looks and beauty, women companionship. And see, that's why I like talking to women, because like when you just like look on social media, like this is my experience, like my personal experience, right? I seen women like in real life, um, I seen them date more for the hopes of love, right? Like for the hopes of, like Lisa said, companionship. But in like online and looking on here, I see more women dating for like financial security. I think that's the nicest way I can say it. They looking for more of the bag, you know. Um, so I was always interested to hear everyday women speak. You know, let me ask you this, Lisa: would you date now? Would you date a man who you make more than? Commander, what up, Nine? Appreciate you, sister. General's in the building that wants you. Yeah, I go. Yeah, I feel that. I go more for. I mean, like me. I I had to learn the meaning of like compliment. You know, once I understood that, it's like I understood what type of woman I should be with. But one who wants you, just make sure she wants you for the right reason. Because I had a lot of women who wanted me. They just wanted me for the wrong reason. I'm starting to wonder if people know what love is. Hey, Mella, I tell you this. I like when people say it's a thin line between love and hate. I do not believe that. I think it's a thin line between lust and hate. Like I think more people confuse lust with love. So I agree with that. As long as he is hardworking, kind, I bring a lot to. And see, that's what I'm saying. And that I was just telling Taters earlier. I was telling her like what we see. I think is a gross misrepresentation of what. Like I don't know what a modern woman is. I don't like. I think of my sisters, my mom. I think of like the women in my family as modern women. Like my sister went to school, got her PhD in psychology. She a doctor now. Um, a hard working woman. My sister is not. We don't use the term independent, right? Um, we use self efficient because once you're independent, that means alone. You don't need no one. So putting an independent person in a relationship, it usually don't work if you got that mindset. But you can use a word that better describes like her personality, which will be self-efficient. Like she can take care of herself, so she becomes an addition. She becomes an addition, not independent, but self-efficient, meaning she can take care of herself, but she can also be added to something. But she can function alone too. So she blends in perfectly as a wife, you know. She can take care of whatever he can't take care of, and he can take care of whatever she can't take care of. And that's how me and my wife is very self efficient. My wife got, she almost got more certifications than I do. She's a licensed radiology tech. She went to school for that. She got a bachelor's degree in science. So, she got her degree, she got her license, she got her her cosmology license. She do nails and makeup. She licensed to do both. She is Zumba instructor, certified Zumba instructor. So, with her degree and her licenses, it was like 4 or 5. She also a translator. She speaks 3 different languages fluently. So she got her certification in that. Um, so I mean, she can do well by herself. She can do all right. She'd be all right by herself. She got a couple hustles. Um, so she's self-efficient. But you combine that with me, you know, we just got different avenues to create, income. So, but we complement one another. She ain't independent of me, and I'm not independent of her. We both self-efficient. So when we come together, we're able to create more. Focus on work. I can handle the budget, the bill, the investing. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, at least that be the that's how like power couples are created. When like you said, he can focus on this and you can focus on that, and y'all just making money. The more money you make, the more time y'all can enjoy with one another. So, um, yeah, that's the key. I think just the terminology builds concept builds expectations, right? So I've been made a video on that. Leave that independent word alone and just use self-efficient. It's better. It better defines like what you are, who you are, and what you can do, what you're capable of. Dee Dee, what up though? Yeah. Okay, hold on 1 second. Come get it. I know, it's the baby fault. The baby keeping you woke. Yep, they snitching on each other already. My son came in here to tell me the baby keeping me woke. Dee 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 dee. But yeah, I just think like these conversations, they ain't hard to have. You know, it's when people get to generalizing. You know, that's when the conversations become difficult. Is when, and people, I believe, like listening to a lot of these podcasts, and people do that on purpose. I just don't think people catch it. Um, like I said, man, it's influence, and when you having those emotional feelings, you got to ask yourself why. When you begin to ask yourself why, you begin to uncover why you feeling like that. And a lot of times it's because people gaslighting, you know. Miss Tracy in the building, what up though? Oh, yeah, they took naps, Lisa. My kids cannot take naps. My kids are like energizer bunnies. Once they wake up, you gotta drain that battery until it's time to go to sleep. If they take a nap, and my daughter is like my son has been like that. He wasn't one of them. My son, I don't understand how he grew like that because he didn't sleep that much. But my son, he wasn't really a napper. But my daughter, she used to take like 2, 3 naps a day and still be knocked out by 9:30, 10. If she take one nap, she ain't going to sleep until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. If she take a nap, if my son take a nap, he ain't going to sleep till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. They ain't going to sleep. But then my son, he won't go to sleep without me. Like if I'm not around him, if he wake up and I ain't around, he'll be checking for me and everything. So that's just how he always been. Yeah, my kids, beautiful thing, and I'm happy I waited till I got older because I wouldn't have had the patience when I was younger. It took me time to develop that, and I developed it just to have kids. That's why I developed patience. Sole reason. And they helping me build on what I already developed. So appreciate them for that. Okay, it's bad as hell, and they spoiled. But they good. They great kids. They ain't even good. They great. They just learn too quick, man. They pick up on everything, every little thing. Boy, I'm telling you. My daughter already working a screwdriver. She ain't even 2 yet. She watched my son do it. I let my son help me with stuff around the house. So she'll watch him, and then she'll mimic him. But that's a good thing because she picking up things a lot quicker than him. You know, kids learn from kids. So even as he's learning stuff, she's learning it now. So that's kind of dope. She look up at the sky and say, "Moon, moon." She knows what the moon is. My son is like, he want to go out of space. He want to fly in the plane. He want to be in the air. That boy want to be in the air, but that's dope. So I'm about to get him a telescope so we go stargazing at night. He loved the moon, but Back to the subject. So um, yeah, I don't see. I just think the social constructs that have been built for women. Um, I don't think it represents the average woman. You know, um, because I don't really think like when you turn on social media, look at some of these shows, you hear women talking about men with money, 6 figure men. People got rich off of that. People became uh, huge success talking about that. It's still people in that community, that Kevin Samuels, Red Pill community, they're eating good off of that. You see, like even Fresh and Fit. I was wondering, like, why do they always? It's like they bring IG models on here, and they here to talk to people like men who supposed to be 6 figure men, successful men, and it's like it's easy for you to be in a position that you're in to talk down because of status, because of finances. These people are thirsty for what you got. Why don't you talk to a woman who don't need your money? Have those conversations, those same conversations with women like that. That's what I want to see. Go talk to a woman who got a college education and see if you can get away with that. A lot of that stuff you say, you can't. But that's what they promote. That's what everybody interested in. It don't make sense. That's like someone, um, if you have a middle school vernacular, right? And I got a college vernacular. I mean, of course you're gonna see a disparity. It's gonna be different. I'm gonna know things and be able to articulate um, on a higher level than you. So yeah, I am gonna be talking down. It's easy for someone in college to talk down to someone who in middle school when it comes to information and knowledge, but do it with somebody on your level. I don't see them doing it. I mean, they can't. They ain't gonna be able to pull that off. Not and get the content that they looking for. Men talking down on women. That's all. That's all is based. Is like men talking down on women, and it's sad that it's a crowd that loves that, and those be the people who usually can't pull women. Like it amazes me that like I would think is more beneficial to take advice from someone who's successful in things. So if you like people think because people married people still date their wives. I still take my wife on date. I still court my wife. See, if you want to be successful in marriage, you got to realize the work don't start until you actually get married. Right? That's when the work starts. So the same things you did to get her, you gotta do more to keep her. You gotta do more than what you did to keep her than what you did to get her. Whatever you did to get her to say yes, you gotta do more so she'll keep feeling that way. So taking dating advice from someone who ain't dating or who don't who is not properly courting a woman to a sense where she's actually happy, why would you take advice from that person? Like, what are you really like? In what world? Like, if you listen to most of these conversations these dudes be having, it's like, in what world would a rational thinking woman stay in a relationship where a man is dominating? Like most of these dudes want women to bow down to their feet. And that's how they talk. I think every man, any average man, lady Shay, what up though? Any average man, I believe would agree with this statement. A man wants a freak in the bed and a lady in the street. freak in the sheet and a lady in the street. But now it's kind of flip. Like people don't want the freak turned off. You want the freak in the street and in the sheet. Like if you met her as a freak in the street, yeah, she might be a freak in the street, but she gonna always be that freak in the street too. That's who she is. So you can't be mad at her. Just like if you met a man and you know he a dope dealer, he might be messing around with a lot of women. Just because he get what you don't mean it's gonna stop. You get with a man that's arrogant, that's what you're dealing with. You get with a man that's not humble, that's what you're dealing with. And even that Pop the Balloon show, like watching that, it's like people, and it's entertainment. So I don't take none of that stuff seriously, but it's like people are so shallow. Like people, I don't like his shoes. I don't like her dress. And it's like all that stuff you can change. You can change that. People get with people and change their whole style. They will change their whole style because they'd be introduced to something new. So like like I don't know. Like people nowadays, this microwave society, people like I don't see how people get so hooked on looks when they come and go. Looks come and go. You have a 6-pack 1 month, 2 months later, it's gone. Now you got a dad bod. He said for the week. That's how I'm about to start doing. I'm not about to go live as much. Not on here. I'm gonna start doing content. I do got a live coming up with Cat Daddy, and I'm gonna just do like more like the segments. Like I'm gonna do Fire and Ice over here. I kind of want to take that to Petty Vision too. I might take that over there to build the channel up. Kicking it with Sensei. I'm gonna do that over here. BDB go do his segment over here. And then we go do the debates over here. And then all other upload content is gonna be, the content I want to put. But a lot of that I don't know yet. I'm gonna see how it go because we go build Petty Vision. Well, I'm gonna build that channel up, and I appreciate y'all support. I gotta, I got something about that. I just gotta make the thumbnail for it, but I gotta upload. I'm about to put over there soon. I just gotta make the thumbnail for it. But yeah, so we're gonna get that rolling. But yeah, this is yeah, I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. It's an open panel. The link is on the community wall, but if not, I'm not gonna stay on here long. But yeah, that's what I think of that. I just don't feel people. I think people nowadays are shallow. I think people look for the wrong thing. I think character is the person's currency. I believe your character is your currency, your value. With character, that can open so many doors and opportunities for you. Yeah, people only focus on the wrong things nowadays. Like I hear, like even like Kevin Samuels, like the way they talked about, thick big women, and I think like, man, look, I like thick big, thick women. I like that. In Africa, that shows, well, certain tribes in Africa, um, the thick healthy women, that shows. I ain't gonna say royalty, but that's valuable. Thick women, they value thicker women over there. There's a lot of places, but here, that's why people become anorexic and all that shit, man. Doing all these surgeries. That shit wild, man. I wish people stopped doing that. That BBL, and it's men doing it now. That shit weird. Like men going to get sick. Like when did we ever think about doing that? Man getting a height adjusted. Like when did you ever like that shit weird, man? What's that dude name? He went and got his body done, and then he went and got his height adjusted. He had just got out of jail for like fraud or scamming or something. I forgot his name. I was gonna do a video about him, but this dude went and got his legs broke and rods put in it. He went from 5'8" to 6'8". Like, bro, you gonna be tall as hell with some short ass arms. 6'8", 10 inches. He went 10 inches up. BBL jersey. All right, bet, Commander. What is that dude name? Y'all remember his name? I gotta go on Twitter. I mean, Instagram. I didn't even put Instagram on. Let me see something. Dude who got BBL. I literally typed that in. Oh, Batman Kevo. Hold on, man. Let me see if I can find this on YouTube. I want y'all to hear this. I ain't gonna play the video, but where is my history?
So that's what's been going on, man. Yeah, everything been good. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Listen, I've been healing from the BBL and height surgery. Remember I told you I was trying to get taller. I'm now 6'8", but I got to drink this Sway Hydration drink for the next 3 months, or I'll get shorter. So that's what's been going on, man. Yeah, everything been good. I got on my fajas, y'all see.
Hold on, man.
I got to.
Hold on, man. Look at what he got to wear. He literally had a BBL, bro. Look what he got to wear. He got to wear a bodysuit, bro. He got to, like, all that, bro. Go to the gym. Diet. Change the way you eat. And sometimes it's just genetics, like, and it is what it is, but men doing this now. And shit. I mean, you really don't know. This is probably a normal thing in Hollywood. You don't know. Men probably been doing this. Definitely I know they've been airbrushing people, like for movies. But
Captain Faja. I got to wear this for the next 3-4 months. But it is what it is.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nasho, and welcome to Coolin TV. Now, Bandman Kevo, bruh, he been getting surgery like a damn Kardashian, all right? But Bandman Kevo, y'all just heard him, man. My dog said he is now 6'8". 6'8", everybody. He got knee surgery. All right. He got that on top of some other surgery, to get his abs where he think they should be at. So he got more surgery on that before, if y'all don't remember, some months back or about a year or two ago, Bandman Kevo went viral for getting lipo. So he already got lipo. Now he got 2 other more surgeries, which is the height surgery and some other BBL ab shit surgery. I don't know. That's why he wearing this whole shirt ab, structure thing. So he probably got some more ab work done. He wasn't too specific on that, but he just said BBL. But what's crazy to me, y'all heard him, right? Bandman said he is at 6'8". Bro, I went and Googled Bandman Kevo's height. Bro, that shit came back and said Bandman Kevo is 5'8". So that means bro went to the doctor and picked up a whole foot of kneecaps to put on his damn knees, bro. So now, he added a whole extra foot to his height. If the wrong person piss off Bandman Kevo, they'll just kick him in the goddamn kneecap and he go down, break his legs, bro. But Bandman Kevo said he is now 6'8", coming from.
Bro, like, come on now, man. Gary, you going to get height surgery, bro? Nate, you can get height surgery. You can, hey Nate, if you want, bro, you can be 7 foot tomorrow, bro. You just gotta go get the surgery, man. There's dudes out here getting like, bro, that's just where you at in life, man. Just enjoy it. Make the best out of it. I wish I was taller than 6 foot. Like my little brother came through earlier, and he swear he was taller than me, right? And I thought he was at first too, but he wear boots a lot. And I'm 6 foot and some inches, right? I'm almost like 6.5. I'm close to 6.5, but I'm not even 6.5. But my brother is like barely 6 foot. He was like, I'm taller. I'm like, bro, you looking up at my head, bro. I'm looking over your head. Like, you not taller than me. My brother got to be at least 5'11". He got to be like 5'10". I'm literally looking at the top of your head. And he got dreads. Like, my little bro got dreads. So, and then I thought my brother-in-law was taller than me. I'm taller than him too. I'm looking like y'all some short mom. D Shep, what up, though? Hey, bro, you just E. What up, E? I'm gonna have to get. He hate himself. E. I'm gonna have to get you on the panel one day, so I'm gonna have to get you on the panel one day. I ain't getting Shep back up here. Shep talk too much. He don't know how to let other people talk. Hey, that's one person I gotta give hell when I see him. That's just our relationship, man. It's like big brother, little brother. I gotta pick with the big brother. I gotta show him, like, look, man, I think I'm taller than Shep. Yeah, E, we're gonna have to come up with something. I'm starting to do debates over here, E. You might want to get in on that. We're gonna come up with some topics. Just light sparring, intellectual sparring matches. Did you say with insults? Man, his soles be so thick. I'll be like, bro, where you be finding these shoes at? My brother's a shoe head. He be having shoes I never heard of. He was like, man, these are. I'm like, I don't know what that is, bro. But he like a sneakerhead, so he be having like exotic shoes, and some of them shoes be having some thick soles. I'm like, you going towards Bootsy Collins in a minute. You go up 1 more inch, I'm gonna call you Bootsy. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna call you Bootsy. And that's okay. They need to learn how you think. I mean, you got a unique perspective, and your voice has so much weight to it that people. I don't know. It's like this society is weird. People don't like to learn. People just think it's like a one size fit all. Like perspective is everything. It's just another way of thinking, and it can add you. People don't know how to take what's useful and leave the rest on the plate. People get emotional, and I like how you speak because you don't really get emotional. But I ain't seen you get emotional about nothing. Like you got a level head. And you speak. I think a lot of your Opinions are very objective. Like you speak from a place of experience, but you also know, there's other ways too. A lot of people don't do that. So I appreciate that's why I like, Sis Tay, because she can look at it like, okay, I experienced this, but I see, it's like this too. A lot of people can't do that. I was just talking about that. Yeah, I did watch that D Shop. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money in the building. Mr. Beat the Heat himself. Hey man, y'all get some smoke and fire emojis for Money, man. Shout out to Money. Hey, y'all can hit exclamation point word. Nate about to drop y'all a link to E and Money. Y'all can drop y'all a link. Y'all go check both of them out and turn the notification bells on. I think Money just dropped like three or four beats today. I know one of them I missed. One of them I got to go back and listen to. Love Language. I seen it pop up when I was about to go live. What's that? It died? Where's it at? You don't know where it's at? Let me see.
What's it by?
Is your tablet? Boy, you at 86%. You got a full battery. Go lay down somewhere. You don't need it. Go lay down. That's 8 and 6. That's a high number. You good? I know. Okay, you're not getting my new one. You want the new one. You ain't slick. It's probably on the side of the bed. Go look.
What?
Yeah, go look. And stay in there. He gonna keep coming up. Hey, let me know when you drop that mixtape. I'm gonna definitely share it on the wall. And I mean, we can. I want to do something too. I like. My platform ain't big. It's just the potential, for people to see. I always look at, and shit, I might blow up overnight, but I always like, showcasing, other people. Anytime Frankie drops something new, I play it for him. So if you ever drop something you want to play it, I definitely play it for you.
And that's in the hill.
It's not in there. Okay, go lay down till I come out. Give me about 10 more minutes. I'll be here.
There.
You're not slick. Go on.
What's that?
It's nothing. Don't worry about that.
That didn't buy or not?
No, it's not no spider.
What's that?
I don't know. It might be a spider web, but it's not a spider.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hey.
I know. Go lay down.
Hey.
Okay, I see.
Eyes.
Yeah, you see his eyes? Okay. Get out of here. Hey, I try to do that. I try. I really do. And I'm going to try some more. I'm going to keep trying, because without effort, there's no result. So without effort, you get no result. So as long as I'm trying, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to always uplift when I can, especially for the people who rock out and appreciate, I'm going to always do what I can to, because, hey, this is how I feel. If one of us make it, that just opens the door for other people. That's how I always looked at it, it just opens the door. So, yeah, it's just about, networking and connecting and just appreciating, everybody different. Shout out to Goddess D, her, and shout out to Blended Healing, because I think they did a live. I didn't catch the one they did on Blended, but I caught Goddess D when they was talking about, friends and associates. That was a dope conversation. And even like with me, even the people I associate with, I personally, I don't be feeling bad for this neither. I don't associate with everybody. I will not. I don't. That's just me. And I don't feel bad for it because I feel I value my time. I value my attention. I value that. So I give it to people who I feel are worthy of it. And it's not like somebody got to do X, Y, and Z, but it's people who serious about their craft. You know, that's who I value, like, because I know I'm gonna get something out of it. You know, I've been in those cycles where I'm giving and giving and not receiving. I'm straight. So my attention, you know, I got to gain something out of it. You know, I got to learn something. So people who spit knowledge, man, I don't care if I already know something because they might be, you know, spitting it from a different perspective. So to me, that's valuable. So yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to that. That is worth investing my time and my attention to that. But people who just bullshit, and if I want to watch a movie, I turn on Netflix. If I want to see some drama, I don't need to watch all that on here. I do it from an observational to learn, but that don't tickle my fancy, you know. So when I find people who, it can be people gardening, I go sit in them gardening chat. I be in the bushes and I just be learning shit. Like I'm not a gardener, but I want to grow my own. So just sitting there watching, understanding the different types of soil, understand that, like, bro, I didn't know. I thought you just put a seed in the ground, but different seeds, you got to put them at different depths. So I'm like, you know, I'm learning, you know. So you know, even watching people create, like the craft and just the passion. And I'm a learner. Like I learn, I don't know, my mind work different. I can watch you like make, like, even I can watch if E Money ever really recorded, like, this is how he make his beat. I can watch his methodology, learn that and apply it to something else. You know, just the way he go about things, I can learn his procedures and apply that to something that I do. I can learn his techniques and apply it to something different. I can understand the level of patience that you need for different things, and that'll, you know, spark. Okay, that's why this ain't working, because I wasn't as patient with it. I ain't let it, you know, reveal itself. Prayers, what up, though? Appreciate you, brother. Rudy, what up, though? You know, even watching prayers, right? Like, man, it's like I hate when I miss like, cause it'd be like I'll be watching him and Lisa, and it's like I'd be learning this terminology, and I miss a day or two, and he'd say something else. I'd be like, man, what the hell that mean? Like, that's financial, like the stocks and prayers. I'm telling you, bro. I sold life insurance, so I dealt with like bonds and annuities. I dealt with different financial pieces, but the stock market is something totally different. That's something totally different. So it'd be like it's like learning German listening to him sometimes. I'd be like, man, I'd be Googling what that means. Like, it's in you, man. I wish I stuck. I wish I stuck with music. Like I played the drums and I played the trumpet, but I used to sing. But my voice ain't what it used to be. I've been through some things, so my voice is different. But even like I've never been like a rapper, but I'm a poet. You know, like I do I do spoken word. I like haiku, so I like poetry, but I mean, I can turn that into a rap. What up, Nine?
What up, Nine? What up, Nine? How's it going? Hi, chat. I fell asleep. I just woke up.
You just woke up? Well,
Yeah, if I sound sleepy, that's why.
oh, that's all right, Nine. You know, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You used to
So I
rap
was.
and sing. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just sing prayers. He said I used to rap and sing. That's the thing about singing, man. It's hard. Like I'm talking about 10+ years. Haven't tried to sing. Um,
Press is
my
holding
vocal
out on
cords
her.
ain't the same. Yeah, my vocal cords ain't the same. But my bad. What was you said you had a question?
When I heard you say life insurance, can somebody be a life insurance agent and have a criminal record, like been in prison?
Depends what you've been in prison for. If it's anything like financial, no. I don't
Mm.
think that, because you gotta, life insurance license, you deal with finances, so there's a lot of money you deal with. Um, so no, you can't, because this is the funny thing. I had a charge on my record that got dropped, and I got my real estate license, I got my CPL, but when I went for my life insurance license, it got flagged, and I had to go down. I had to, man, it took me like 3 days to do it. I was so pissed, but it was a charge I had. I was in a car with somebody with a gun, but the guy owned up to it. I was booked, but I was never um, charged with anything. So I never had to go to court or anything. They held me for a couple days because it was Friday. They released me like 1 o'clock Monday morning. like y'all some assholes. But yeah, so
Yeah, they do that.
yeah, that was, and they didn't give us, man, they was just messing with us because they didn't give us our shoestring. I didn't have a battery in my phone. They took the battery, man. It was like Detroit, dude. Man, I ain't even gonna talk about that. But
Yeah, the jail over here, they release everybody at 1 in the morning. And I'm like, why do they do that? Because like there's nobody out, or like, because then some of them are like walking, or I think they give them money to get like an Uber or something. I don't know, but yeah, some of them are walking.
Brown Wolf, what up, though? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, you can hit exclamation point word and drop your link. Hey, we go get it together. We go get it together. I just came off vacation. I'm gonna get with you new and D Truth now, and we go set that up. This is one of the people from the Wolfpack commander we gonna be debating with.
Oh, what up, Wolfpack?
Wolfpack is in the house. Salute to the Wolfpack, man. Appreciate you. But
Nicole, Dee Prez. I didn't get to say hi to people. Who else is here? Rudy. What up, Rudy? D-Shep. D-Shep, you still here?
D Shep probably sleep by now. D Shep, he listened to my voice for about 10 minutes and go to sleep.
He would have already been saying something with my question.
Yeah, he
and you being released at 1 a.m. with no shoestrings.
yeah, he would have definitely been like, I know that. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only thing. I mean, I think it's if it's finances, but I didn't. But like I said, they flagged me. They wouldn't. It was just a problem with the brokerage I was dealing with. They didn't want anyone with any. They wanted people with clean records because they've been around before the light bulb. Literally, like the
yeah.
company been around before the light bulb came out. So it was just. But when I looked at the qualifications, it did state no felonies involving finances. That's for the state of Michigan, though. It might be different in other places.
I think it's like that everywhere, probably. But like the reason why I thought of it, but I'm half asleep, so I can't remember because I saw something about a guy who I want to say his record was unaliving somebody, and he was an
Yeah,
insurance agent.
yeah, you can
I was
get
like,
that.
what?
Yeah, yeah. You
That's
just,
crazy.
I believe it's just, I believe it's just finances because you deal with. I mean, at one time, like the biggest insurance policy I wrote was for like 800,000. I didn't reach that $1 million insurance policy, but I did write one for 800,000. So, um,
Oh, I think I know what it was. It was 4 people got arrested. He was one of them because it was like a life insurance, not a scam, but the one guy unalived, I think, someone for insurance money,
uh,
and he had that guy write the policy. I think he
yeah,
tried to be slick and get somebody else to purchase the policy and cash it in or something, and they all got caught up. 3 guys and a girl.
but it's a lot of embezzlement done through life insurance policy.
And then they were saying he already had a record, so I'm like, wait a minute. So, but yeah, I guess you're right. If it's not anything with finances, I guess they figured. I don't know. I feel
And
like,
then there's the brokerage too, because anytime
yeah,
you got to work for a broker. So I mean, but it's a good career. I mean, I think is because I really like I stopped doing real estate and just started consulting because I already had like relationships with people. So I started more or less consulting, telling people when you're ready to sell your house, I can help you sell it and you can cut out the middleman. So I do consulting like that. Like I help people, sell their houses and they don't have to go through a realtor and pay that 6%. Sometimes it's higher in other states, but I just show people how to sell like a Zillow almost. You found it? Okay.
So was life insurance harder to sell? Because I feel like that's a hard one.
Nah, it's easy. Life
Easy?
insurance,
Like
life
people are
insurance.
buying life insurance?
Man, if you most Uncle L, what up though, bro? Appreciate you,
I mean, I know the wealthy do. Like
man. Life,
typically they're the ones that
you
mostly
you know why
buy
most
all the
people
insurances.
don't buy life insurance because they don't know about life insurance. People think life insurance is just for the dead, and it's not. The life insurance have living benefits. Like you don't. It's so many
You can
things.
cash in, right? You can cash in
Yeah, yeah,
on
you
your
can,
life
man, you
insurance
can,
later.
man, look, man, I done learned some sauce. So I'm telling you, you can create your own bank with family life insurance policies because they have interest. So I'm not gonna tell. We about to be monetized. We'll talk about that when I get monetized. Because I'm in the process of doing it myself. I actually got to get 2 more policies. Um, and once I get that, I'll be able to establish a it'll be like my own little personal bank that I can borrow. Like when you borrow money, right? And Prez and Lisa probably will disagree with me on this, right? But I'm gonna tell you this: when you borrow money, it's better to borrow from yourself because you're paying yourself back.
Well,
You
yeah,
you
if you borrow from like your 401k, yeah.
you paying yourself back.
Yeah.
Don't I wouldn't make it a habit or a way to live, but like if you like I told my cousin, I was like, look, man, he wanted a new car, right? So he went and got a new car. And I'm like, bro, why don't you pay that car off now and then pay yourself back? He was like, what you mean? I said, you can pay yourself back almost tax free. I do that, borrow from your 401k. You only need 10,000. You can, and I knew his 401k, like when we worked in the hospital, you can take money out for like house for your car, and they give you a different rate.
Yeah. Emergencies.
Yeah, they give you a different rate. So I did it twice, and I'm man, I was. Let me tell you, Northwest, what up, bro? I'm telling you,
Hey, Northwest.
it's always better to borrow, but the life insurance policy is different. Like this is why I got into it. I was selling houses, and this lady, I asked her for a pre-approval letter, and she was like, "Just take me to see the house." She said, "I got 300,000," and I'm like, everybody say that, and I'm like, okay, someone just told me
You
that. So I started showing her house. We found her a house, and I said, I
didn't
can't
ask
write
her
the
for proof
offer.
yet?
Yeah, I did,
You just,
but she was
oh,
adamant, right? And usually I don't do it, but
then they get
uh,
offended, right? If you
yeah,
say that.
but I turned a lot of people down. But something told me to rock with this lady. Like it was just she was passionate about it. And we found the house, and I said uh, I can't even write an offer if I don't have proof of funds, right? So she was like, okay, I'll have it tomorrow. Man, she didn't have the money, but she got a note from the life insurance company. She cashed in her policy. It was over 325,000. She bought that house cash. Canceled the
Nice.
policy, used half of what she had to buy another policy.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
she
Press says it's cheap. Like I got life insurance, but like I canceled it already. I think I only had it for like a few years, but I want to say it was like less than $30. It was like cheap, like 20 something dollars.
Oh yeah, and you always never get a never look. This is just my personal opinion, right? I always advise people never get a term policy unless you're using it to cover something like a mortgage, right? Never get a term because say if you 27, right, and you get a 20-year term policy, you 47. So yeah, either side, you got to flip it sometimes. If it don't fit in, you got to flip it. Where's the cord at? It's on your tablet. Go get the cord off your tablet. But so when you're 27, you consider low risk with like ailments and stuff. The older you get, the more the policy goes up. So if you get a 20-year term policy when you're 27, you're gonna be paying cheap monthly. But when you're 47, you're gonna have to buy a whole new policy, and it's gonna be more expensive. But if you get a whole life policy when you're 27, it's gonna always be that same. You locked into that price. And plus, now on top of that, you done built interest up. So now you have something to borrow against. Or you can just take the money out. You can take the cash out, cancel that policy, and buy a new one. But you get nothing with that term. Once it's over, it's over. You was covered for this amount of time. Now that time is over, and you get nothing out of it.
Back.
You get nothing out of it. And they got different riders you can attach to the insurance policy where you can get your premium back after the policy is over. It's different riders that you can get attached. It's one rider I always suggest to people, like if you're young and you got a family history, because you never know what might happen, and you might have to go in a nursing home or something, or old folks home, or well, I don't think it covers senior living. Anything where you have to be taken care of, when you have to go in those places, in the convalescent homes and stuff, that's taken from your pension or your retirement. They getting paid from something. Medicare only cover 90 days. So now you stuck with that bill, and it's going to be draining your retirement or your pension. You can get a rider attached, and the insurance policy you could take, I believe it's 50% of the insurance policy will pay for that. Or you can just buy a plan for it, specifically tailored around that.
So you can buy an insurance policy on someone and them not even know it, right? Because I watch all this like true crime stuff, and I'm always tripping out. Like the person didn't even know that someone purchased this on that, because that would be side-eyeing them.
You really can't do that. There's ways people get around it, like if it's a business partner, but most insurance policies, unless if it's term, I don't know if you can even write. The person has to acknowledge that the policy is written.
Like in person, because maybe they'll like forge the signature.
But not even in person. A lot of them require medical checks, depending on the age.
That's cool. That's why the guy got arrested, because he did something shady.
Where the
person didn't know.
Yeah, I knew people who did that. Now you can't. You can get it on like spouse and kids, but just not like, I can't get no policy on you. I have to have some type of vested interest. That's why I say like business partner, spouses. You can get a policy to cover like family members.
You know what? Now I remember who it was. Did you guys ever know the show called Sweetie Pies? Sweetie Pies? It was like a reality show. Grandma had a restaurant, and she had her whole family working there. Well, I don't know if you heard about it, but her son, do you remember her son and then her grandson?
Yeah.
She had a grandson that, I don't know, if she flew him in from somewhere else to go work there and like do better. He was like a young kid. Well, her son, set it up to unalive the grandson and purchased the policy somehow. So those 4 people got caught. So he's back in prison.
Yeah, you can do that. It was probably some stuff that the insurance agent did too to get around it, but you got to have. I don't know if. I'm pretty sure.
So it would have been his nephew. It would have been his brother's son.
I don't think you can do it unless you got custody. I think it's like mother to child, child to mother. I think a grandparent can get it on the kid, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, a grandkid. But it's no like brother and sister can, but it's no like niece, uncle to nephew. It's nothing like, you can't do that unless you have custody. If you have custody, then you can.
Well, you know how we talked about
King,
family.
what up, though?
Who's that?
King.
King. Oh, what up, King? Welcome back. Yeah, so they were family, but I think he tried to set it up because he wanted the family business. Like grandma was like, I think in her 80s, and that kid would have also had a part in the business, and
Yeah,
they probably didn't get along either.
people do weird things for money, man. But it's a lot of regulations around that. So, um, like I said, you got to have a vested interest in a person, and then you got to show that the person values the value amount of the insurance policy. Like you can't just you can probably go get like $1 million term policy. It's gonna cost you an arm and a leg, but they won't give you $1 million universal policy. You have to look at the finances and the assets to even qualify for. Like when you're talking about like universal, so you can go get $1 million term policy though.
Damn, Prez, all capital letters.
Yeah,
He's like,
bro.
we need awareness ASAP.
Prayers. I've been wanting to do, but then I've been wanting to do because like right now, my license ain't even active right now. It expired, I think in November. I didn't renew it. Only thing I got to do is go take some continual education courses and pay the little money, the little late fee and all that. But I got to do that for my real estate license too before I have to take the whole real estate test. I think I got one more year before I have to take because I was in the process of becoming a broker and opening up a property management company through my family, through the nonprofit we got. But then I lost my sight and all this medical shit that I got to deal with. But yeah, I was gonna do. I was gonna try to hook up with Orlando. I don't know if y'all know Orlando, but his license is active. He's been doing it a lot longer than me. He actually, I believe, he had a broker level. He got his financial license. I didn't get mine yet. I believe he gets class 3 and class 5 or class 6 financial license. So I was gonna get with him to talk about life insurance. He got a different perspective. Like I think life insurance can be an investment. He don't believe it's an investment, but I believe I look at it different. Like how to utilize. I seen people utilize it different. Like
Yeah,
like even when
if
I
you
was
use it right.
for like probably about 8, 9 months, I was doing both real estate and life insurance. I was selling people houses and then selling them insurance policies to cover the house. Like when
Mm.
I say I don't believe in term unless it's to cover something. So you
Oh,
got
like house insurance?
no, the mortgage. You use the term to cover. You
Oh,
use the
okay.
term because of something. If people just got married, right? You don't know what the future holds. So say the husband is the breadwinner, and he passed away before the house is paid off, right? So
Yeah,
now you got to use whatever funds he left you to try to scramble and pay the mortgage
yeah.
and stuff versus having a term policy specifically to cover the mortgage.
Mm.
So if you got a 30-year mortgage, you can get a 30-year term to cover the mortgage. So if anything happened to you before the house paid off,
You won't lose it.
the policy automatically pays the house off. You can do that for your kids, you know.
Well, how much is the deductible on something like that?
It depends how much the home is. I
Because
mean,
I've
how
heard
much
people having like not that, but home insurance, and then they're like in a natural disaster and they don't have the money to pay
to pay
the
the
deductible to
deductible.
cover. Yeah, that's
Um,
sad.
yeah,
You
yeah.
would think they could raise like GoFundMe money, but when it's a natural disaster, everybody's hurting, so it's not enough to go around probably.
Home equity line of credit. Yeah, you can. That got to be built up too. But even using that, um, like in the case to pay off the mortgage, you basically refinancing. You're basically refinancing a home. So having that insurance policy to cover the mortgage, to cover, and then having a universal policy to cover the actual, death. That's what a lot of people do. And I didn't know that until, because I used to sell people houses and then be done with them. But when that lady cashed that in, I started looking, and then it can take anywhere from 30 to 45 days. It can take months to close on a home. And after you close on a home, you usually don't get paid for like a week or two after that. With life insurance, soon as they sign and I turn the application in, as long as I put their deposit in, I get paid. The only sucky thing about that is sometimes they don't get approved and then I won't get paid. But they generally tell you within 24 hours if there's potential for the person to get approved. Like we get something like the company I was with anyway. I can't speak for every company, but we get different on our system. We have different lights. Like if it's yellow, that means it's pre-approved. Like you will get paid. If it's red, that means you ain't getting paid. So, but yeah, you get paid a lot quicker. So, and then with life, like just the position I was in, it was easy for me because I don't know, like in the company I was with. Well, I got my life insurance and health insurance license, so I didn't only sell life insurance, but I helped people with their Medicare and Medicaid. So it was like so many different ways I can get paid. Real estate too, because I help people rent more houses than I help people buy. Renting, like dealing with people renting places, you get paid within like a week, versus because you got to close. It takes time for you to close on home. So like that's how I was getting paid a lot, was helping people rent in the middle of me helping people buy homes. Until you start doing them
Yeah.
big deals. I mean, them renters, you get half of the rent. So the area I was in, the average rent was 3,000. So I'm getting $1,500
Wow.
checks. You know,
3,000. Well,
yeah.
then you can help those same people buy later. I mean, if
And
they're paying 3,000,
that's what I usually do.
to
Those
buy
people
something.
within a year or two, those same people renting is buying homes. Unless
Nice.
they was, it was, and then it's like the company I was with, the real estate company I was with, we help people move. Like we dealt with people from the, I'm in Michigan, so the big three. So people coming, it was a lot of people coming from outside the country, and they had to establish themselves. So they would rent for a year until they worked and established themselves, and then they'd buy a house the next year. So I got a lot of those customers too. So that was kind of dope. That's why they was renting like $3,000
Hmm.
homes. Uh, Sometimes it wasn't even a house; it was like townhouses and apartments. It's just the area, It's
Hmm.
I worked out of
It's
but I
like a
saw
dense
houses.
area.
No, it's a more upscale, like a suburb area.
Mm.
So you paying more for the location. It was some of them apartments. And then it's first and last month's rent. So, um, not first and last month's rent, but
You got first and last month's rent, then security deposit. That's like a lot of money.
well, in the state of Michigan, you can only get the security deposit cannot be more than a month and a half rent. So that's generally so either they ask for first and last month's rent or they got a security deposit, but they
But it would be
couldn't get
better to
that.
ask for a security deposit, right? Because if it's
It depends because like I said, it's the area too. Like some people, like if you in a more upscale area, they was worried more about you paying or having the last month's rent versus the security deposit. They
like,
just
what if they
didn't.
damage the place? You can't take it out of that last month's
Um,
rent, right?
well, the security deposit that's the way they kind of got. No, they just sue you for
Yeah,
damages.
they'd have to sue the person.
Yeah, they just sue for damages. But that's what I'm saying. Like more
That's a
like
whole
in
mess.
more like down in the hood, it was a security deposit. But when
Mm.
you start going to like the suburbs, it was more first and last month's rent, the way it was set up.
It was more like they're not going to damage the place, but they may not have money because it's so expensive to pay the last
Yeah,
month's rent.
that
So get it
and,
now.
and that's how it was set up, And then it's more likely a person get evicted from paying higher rent than lower rent. So
Hey,
these
what up, Frankie?
Frankie Blanco in the building. What up, Frank? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, did you see the latest Pop the Balloon?
I seen the lady. I don't think I made it to the end. Did you see
I didn't either.
Did you
The
see
doctor?
I thought that was like that. Some people pre-pop. They. I don't know.
You know what I was thinking? Because her body was like, she's got that little gymnast body, but her back was like kind of buff because of that. And
Yeah.
they didn't even know it yet, but they just like, I think 1 or 2 people popped. What's up with that?
Did you see that one lady who was on Pop the Balloon? Now she facing up to 16 years for fraud.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she claimed SA, like a couple dudes SA'd her, but they investigated and figured she was lying.
Damn, you can get 16 years for that?
Yeah, it was multiple people. One of them was a Major League Baseball player. Like, it messed his whole career up. But
Listen,
I
I've
didn't
heard
know
of people unaliving kids and getting like 6 years,
that.
so that's crazy.
Getting less. Maybe we'll review that on Petty Vision.
It's probably up to 16, but who knows how much she'll get.
Yeah, I don't think she'll get 16, but
That's
it is up
crazy,
to
huh?
16. Yeah.
Like, I feel like they need to background check people.
I think they do, but I don't know, man. Because even like them reality TV shows, like you remember which one was that? Was that The Bachelor?
The Bachelor.
When the dude had the girl in the suitcase? Like,
The Bachelor's had some like quite a few different things going on. Yeah. They had one where they've had some stuff going on, yeah. I don't remember the suitcase one, but oh no, yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one that something about the guy was at a hotel with the girl, like kidnapped her or something?
Yeah.
It was his like estranged either wife or girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you don't know if they don't have a criminal history, you won't know what they might be capable of.
Yeah.
But they should background check anyway in case they already have a record.
And some people, I mean, some people coming on the internet, that exposed who they are. That's when they get exposed. So I don't understand why people do things in the dark and then put themselves in a light. I don't understand that. Like, we had some stupid criminal, like
Cocky
people knowing
mofos.
they're doing. Like, I don't think she had a criminal record, but why would you expose yourself on the internet knowing that you have a history of doing that? Because after she got caught, I believe as other people spoke out. Like, she tried that with me. But she was only going after rich people. Extortion.
So you think she was looking for like a payout?
Yeah, 2
a
counts
settlement of some sort.
Yeah, because one dude, she tried to get like the dude had it done twice to him. I think the first girl got like 300,000. Not from him, not the baseball player, but she got 300. Like, 2 people tried it on him recently. One girl got 300,000 from somebody else, like from her. No, what happened was the girl was coming after him, and whatever insurance company she was with, I guess thought they had an open and closed case, and she was gonna get millions and gave her 300,000, but she never won. Like, she didn't win the case, but she still got the 300,000 from. She probably got to pay it back. I don't know. But
like an advance, like they gave her something.
They gave her an advance. But the girl, the girl who was on Pop the Balloon, she was trying to do it to like 3 other people or 2 other people, and got caught up. So
she'll never do that again, huh?
I don't know, man. Some people never learn that lesson. They try to get slicker with it. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, I couldn't imagine that. Like, if you looked at the text messages, man, I gotta cover that. I gotta cover it because we'll cover it on Petty Vision now. I'm gonna be petty with it. But looking at the text messages, like, her friend outed her. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him to choke me and do this and do that." And I'm like, "Oh man, this is wild." So y'all dudes better be careful out there, man, dealing with these women. And y'all women gotta
watch
do the
out now.
same. Yeah, y'all people just be careful, man. You don't know who you dealing with nowadays. These people have no. I don't know. That's why when people be too open, I'd be like, nah, I'm straight. Even when I was younger, man, if women was throwing it at me, like, I'm straight. That's too easy. You crazy. Because like where I come from, the environment that I was in, people will use women to set you up. So you had to be careful who you was dealing with. So if somebody was just open and wanted you to come to their house, and I'm like, nah, man. I know people who lost their life like that. Pull up at a girl house, and as you pulling up, a car just drive past and spray it. I had two boys. I lost two boys like that. Pulled up at a girl house. One of them was in the driveway getting out, and his car just came down the street and sprayed him up. And we found out that the girl set him up.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So you got to be careful. That's what I tell people. Like, don't be eager to go over no female house. And then it was one. I didn't know this guy, but it was one dude. He invited a girl over her house. You know, they did whatever, and then she let some dudes in while he was asleep. Let
Yeah, I
dudes
think
in.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was actually on the first 48, I believe, in Detroit.
Yeah,
That
I think
story,
I
what
saw
I'm
that
telling
one.
you, was actually on first 48. Like, I knew other guy. He was like a friend of a friend. He was cool. I kicked it with him a couple times. You know, they brought him through. I kicked it with him a couple times, but he was kind of like he wasn't street smart. He just his family had money. He was like a spoiled kid, so um, he didn't really have money like that. It was his family money. So I guess they went to rob him, and he ain't have what they thought he had. And yeah, so you got to be careful.
Gotta watch your back
Your
for
back,
sure.
your front. You got to be on a swivel. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that doctor, I did like the fact that the lineup had several like medical professionals. I thought that was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I was listening to that one dude with the braids. He said he was a cardiovascular nurse, but then he said he must do 12-hour shifts. Is
Yeah,
he
we
an
gotta cover that one.
SICU nurse? Yeah, that one was good. But that's what I'm saying. Like those people they be picky as hell, man. It was
Hmm.
just one I watched. It wasn't that pop the balloon, but it was the same concept, and it was wild. Like the people, it was like a whole. uh, I don't know, man. It was just like a different. I feel like a category of people. I'm like, y'all, wow. This girl's like, man, your shoes dirty. He said, it's a scuff. I just did it walking in here. I'm like, no, the dude who was reviewing it was like, oh my God. Like, he zoomed in and was like, it's a scuff. He probably did it just walking in the room.
They zoom in.
Yeah. Like, his shoes ain't dirty. Oh, that's a scuff. I'm like, oh my God. But people like I said, I just feel like you should be looking at a person's character. I mean, of course you want someone that you can look at, right? I don't think I just don't think it'll work if you can't look at the person, you know. But that can't be the only thing you're going off of. You have to understand a person's personality to see if you can even align with it. You know, you might not even get along with this person. And you going
But
about
part of the personality though is like the effort they put in to
hmm
like show up dressed either, like looking like a slob or I don't know, like the one lady was like, what'd she say? She wanted the person to wear a suit on the first date. At least on the first date, wear a suit. You gotta at
yeah,
least put a little bit of effort in it because I feel like that does show your personality a little bit. Like, bro, you didn't even try. Did you iron your shirt at least?
yeah. And see, like I will honestly say, I dress down a lot, but when we do go out, I do. My wife get kind of mad and jealous. Because even if I dress casual, but I do that to look presentable next to her. That's the only reason I do that. Other than that, I
But these,
want
you're
her.
married though. Like these people are on a show that are like, you know, it's gonna be seen by a lot of people.
Yeah.
You would think they wouldn't just show up with like a t-shirt.
I was thinking like if I was in that position, what would I wear? I probably would put a suit on.
But then maybe a guy wants to show like, hey, this is like my everyday look. Like this is me. They want,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I mean, it could go either way, I guess.
And see, I was thinking that like I would almost like me personally, like with my wife, I wanted her to see my bad side or my ugly side. And then I knew she can appreciate my good side. So I showed her everything, you know, scruffiness, you know, how I dress down. I'm big into athletic gear. I like to feel comfortable, but I work out and do like martial arts and stuff like that. So like most of my clothes is like more athletic gear. But
Hmm.
I probably got about 15 suits, 15, 16 different suits. And probably 10 of them tailored. I bought some new ones because I got a little bigger than what I was. I used to weigh 220 and I was fit. So like my shoulders are broad. My shoulders, like I can shrug over 600 pounds. Probably can deadlift. I don't know what I can deadlift now. But my
Yeah,
shoulders,
sometimes the weight sounds heavy, but then the person could be like muscular, and it just
yeah.
depends on how they carry their weight.
And that's how I was at like two, even at two, like 230. Like I look like a damn bull for real. Like my shoulders, like, but like I'm not one of the people who got a big upper body and look like my thighs looked at like when I was working out and fit, my thighs like tree trunks. And my thighs was
Yeah.
huge. My probably the smallest thing on me was probably my calves. But I messed both my knee. I messed my ankle up and my knees up, so I can't really work too much on my calves like I used to when I was younger. But when you get older, all them injuries from your youth catch up to you.
Tay eats,
Tay,
y'all. Tay
Tay,
eats.
Tay eats y'all. Tay eats y'all. What up, man?
What up, Nine? You coming up?
I'm about to shut down.
All right.
I'm about to shut it down. We I gotta put my son is still woke and my wife in there going crazy.
Okay. All right. Well, good night. Word. Good night, everyone. I'll
Appreciate
drop
you.
down.
All right,
Yeah, no worries.
this was a great conversation. Appreciate you coming up. I don't know what we gonna talk about tomorrow. I don't even know. I think I'm gonna do
Pop the balloon. No, I'm just
oh yeah,
kidding. I don't know.
we're gonna do that soon. We're gonna do that. I promise you, we'll do that soon. I want to do that on Petty Vision though. I want to build
Yeah.
that channel up. I think we're gonna do that on Petty. I'm gonna do the reactions on Petty Vision. You know, I'm gonna do that over there because that way, you know, I think it'll help build the channel. And if I do something wrong, I won't get demonetized. It won't matter. You know, me getting demonetized. I'm still learning how to do the reaction. You know, some people say speed the video up. Some people say just use the audio. But there's a lot of people just say, no, you can react. Just keep talking through it. And I'm like, okay.
Well, you have to. You don't have to talk all the way through it, but yeah, every like few
I got to
minutes.
add commentary to it.
Yeah. I think it's every 2 or 3 minutes you have to stop and say something, or just say something
See, I got to figure out
briefly
that
without
part.
stopping.
I got to figure out that part.
Yeah, everybody does it. You'll be fine. But yeah, it depends. Like it depends on what it is.
Yeah,
Some you do have to just play the audio, like some of the big networks.
yeah. I think if it's like a network or if it's copyrighted, like a podcast, I think podcasts are copyrighted. Um,
Or like a show,
yeah, I
like if
think
it's a
like
TV show,
yeah, a movie or
a movie.
but even movies, even the audio from movies will get flagged. You'll get a copyright claim. You won't get a
I've seen
strike.
people do the TV shows, and they'll like they make it so the words don't match up to the mouth. Like they put the sound off a little bit from the show, and it
Hmm.
works.
Oh, they skipped the audio. Oh, I never thought about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I can just take the audio away from the video and backtrack it a couple seconds.
Mhm.
I never thought
Yeah, I've
about
seen
that.
people do that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Tay? What do you think the subject should be? Tay probably just woke up, huh?
Yeah, Tay probably just woke up.
All right, guys, take it easy.
But I do want to I want to get deeper on behavior. I got a couple subjects uh, about behavior I want to talk about. There's a couple things I've seen. Oh, did you see it's this dude named Jesse on Fire. I'm about to do an
No.
upload on I think you'll like him. I think you'll like Jesse on Fire. But I'm about to do an upload on Petty Vision. Probably I just gotta make the thumbnail. Um and I'm gonna do a update, but he was talking about the Trump shooting. He was just breaking it down, like all the mistakes that was made, and I'm looking like, man, you can't tell me it just was not. Somebody had something to do with it. There is no way
Yeah.
all that occurred, and this I didn't know the guy got 8 shots off.
That's what I heard. I also heard there's, well, I saw like a little clip. I didn't watch. There's like a body cam footage out now.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen the body cam.
I haven't seen the body cam. He was talking about that. He was talking about the body
Yeah.
cam footage, and he was
I'll see it
talking
come out
about.
today.
I didn't know that they had someone's. It was supposed to be someone up there, but I didn't see that part of that Secret Service lady's. I almost say confession, but her.
Her interrogation.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. They threw that lady up, man. I felt
The
bad for her.
hearing. They call it the hearing. It
Yeah,
was a congressional hearing or whatever.
I felt bad for her because they lit her up. They didn't
I don't
talk to
feel
the
bad for her.
FBI
She didn't
director
answer
like that.
shit.
And
Everything
that's
she said was like deflection. Like,
but see,
lady.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think at that position you can divulge a lot. Like some of the stuff they was asking her, like you can't tell agents' names. They can get compromised. You putting their name out into the public, you can't do that. Like stuff like that, you can't do. And she kept deferring things over to the FBI, and I was wondering why. Because when you listen to the FBI dude, he was letting you know what he had. So I'm like, did you notice or did you not know it? Like, why are you deflecting it to the?
But she wanted to put it on someone else. She
But
didn't want it
that's gonna
coming out
make
of her
her look
mouth.
bad. That should make her look horrible. Like she
I
didn't
just
even know how many shots the guy fired.
bullshit. Bullshit. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, listen, they compromised his life, right? Ex-president. They compromised his life. So I feel like all these people's names and stuff, who cares if they're compromised? Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure not everybody was in on it, but enough people had to been to ignore it. They were talking about like how come they couldn't like radio into each other,
Mm-hmm.
right? Did you hear that part? And the guy was like trying to explain the technicality about it. And it's like, look, what? Like they had
Like
to go on a separate line, and then like they had, yeah, I don't know. I
that
would think they would have it more together than this, you know?
way
Does
more
not make
together.
me feel safe.
That way more together. Like that's what just like her reluctance, her being reluctant to answer the question, it just made me feel like either she totally like is covering it up, or she knows something is fishy and she trying not to let the cat out the bag. But I just feel like it's a reason she was that reluctant answering those questions. There has to be a reason because the stuff they asked her, a lot of the stuff was like, how you not know how many? It's been 9 days. You don't know how many shots he fired. That should have been in the report. Like in the way she was answering questions was from like a protocol standpoint. So that's like almost like she was. It felt like she was coached to say what she did.
Well, at least she didn't break down and cry.
That gotta suck, man. That gotta suck. I couldn't imagine that being at that post
Oh,
and that happening. I think she was talking about the title or the topic for tomorrow.
oh yeah, I tell you, I was. You know what? There's you talked about a Jesse. I've been meaning to tell you, I would like for you to review Jesse Peterson. Not like just do commentary because it's hella funny, some of the topics and
Jesse
his
Peterson.
responses. Yeah, do you know who that is?
Oh man, yeah, dude. Yeah, that'll. You know what, man? I didn't like Candace Owens for a while because I was just watching clips of her, but I like Candace Owens.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I've been liking her.
I don't agree with everything she say, but I
Yeah,
don't agree with everything no one says. But I
right.
do. I like her. She got a unique perspective, and she hold feet to the fire. She don't candy coat nothing. She just say what she feel. You know, I don't feel like people feel like she a sellout. I don't. I think she just. I don't think she a
People do.
sellout.
They're like, she's not black. Like one of my friends who's black, she's like, no, she's not black. We would get into it because I like Candace, and I was like, just listen to her. Just listen. No, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna listen to her. I'm not gonna listen to shit she says.
like a lot of the points she made, I feel like that too. I don't like me like okay, like people say that about me sometimes because I just don't feel like I don't feel like I should submit to white supremacy. Like I know it's there, but I'm not gonna submit to the shit. So and I'm not gonna be a victim of it. So I don't speak from a victim standpoint. I don't speak like that. I feel like I'm gonna get what I want. If you try to stop me, I'm gonna take it anyway. That's just how I feel. I'm not gonna be afraid of the shit. People, if you can't do like I like having like let's put something together. Let's put a. You can't do that because they gonna come do this. Like what the fuck? Look what they did back in the day. Okay, try to do
Yeah,
it
it's all
now.
negative, right? It's all like
Yeah,
pessimistic,
it's like
negative
yeah.
mentality.
So I'm like,
Almost, it's almost like it's a continuous manifestation.
and then it's like, but that mentality to me upholds white supremacy. Like when you afraid to do something because of the concept, that's the five monkey experiment. I broke that down, didn't I? I don't know. I know I did it earlier in the year. I don't know when I did it, but the five monkey experiment is when they take five monkeys, right? They put them in a cage and they put a banana up, and one of the monkeys climb up to get the banana, but they spray the other monkeys with water. So the other monkeys prevent, they grab the monkey down from getting the banana and then they
Hmm.
swap out a monkey. So one who never experienced that, they put a brand new monkey in, and that
Right.
monkey goes for the banana. And the rest of them, before the water can even turn, they know what's gonna happen. So what do? They prevent the monkey without even being punished. It's just the expectation of getting punished. So after a while, they replace all the monkeys. None of the monkeys in there ever been sprayed by water, but all of them know not to let the monkey go for the banana. They don't know why. They just know it's a punishment if you go for the banana. So
That's
when
kind of
it's
cool though that they stop and they're not like waiting and watching to see the monkey get sprayed. You know what I'm saying? That they're
yeah,
helping out. That's kind of cool.
so
But yeah.
that's the five monkey experiment. So, but that's how we are as a society today.
True.
We reluctant to try things because people in the past got punished for it. So so instead of trying it, we just and that happens on all levels. You can watch
Hmm.
somebody speak up for themselves and get knocked down, and think if you speak up for yourself, you'll get knocked down too. And if
Yeah,
anybody else
makes
speak
sense.
up for themselves, they prevent them because but that becomes a learned behavior, and then you get put in a cycle of that.
But then also sometimes it takes just one person speaking up to some other people getting brave and speaking up too.
Yeah, they usually take one person. That's what it usually takes, especially in a condition like that. Once all those people are already conditioned, it just takes one to do it for other
You
people to see that they can do it.
you, you ever been in church? I'm the one that will start clapping and then everybody starts clapping.
Then everybody start clapping. You the one at the baseball game and start to wave.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it just takes one person to like you've seen those videos where it's like people are just watching something happen and then one person goes to help and then oh, okay, now everybody or at least a few other ones go to help too, but everybody in the beginning are just like frozen.
Yeah. Let me get my butt off here. I'll be talking to you for about another hour and a half.
All right.
My wife about to
But
kill
Jesse
me.
Peterson.
Jesse Peterson.
Jesse
Hey, pick out a video and let me know. Tag me in it.
Okay.
Only
Wait,
thing you got to
just
do is I
say the
believe
app.
you can put it in the you can copy and paste the video in one of the
Like a
like
community one?
yeah, a link. Like you can post it under this video. Just post the video because you don't have a community wall, so you can't post it and tag me. But you can copy the link and put it in my comments in one of the
I'll go
videos.
look. It could be just about anything. It's always funny. It could be just about anything. But yeah, I'll go look and see.
Yeah,
All right. Good
yeah.
night.
Good night. Appreciate y'all. Hey man, I appreciate y'all rocking out. I ain't gonna play the outro. I gotta get in here to this to these kids, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nation. And if I say anything that resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until next time, we out.